baby, yeah, it's all on you.
It's all on you.
We can do what
I'm
you
Logan
wanna
Crawford,
do, yeah,
and right
baby,
now on Spotlight, we have a rising star on our show, two-time Billboard charting R&B and pop artist, two-time award-winning LJ. He is known for music that takes listeners back to the golden age of classic soul. His high-energy performances are influenced by legends like Michael Jackson. With support from his father, Rome, a fellow musician, LJ's unique style is winning fans in Los Angeles and beyond. His new single is called All On You. It's his latest hit, and it is continuing to climb the charts. Take a listen.
independent, baby, yeah, it's all on you.
It's all on you.
We can do what you wanna do, yeah, baby, it's all on you.
That song is music to my ears. We are delighted to have the man behind the music, the man behind All On You, here today on Spotlight, LJ. LJ, welcome so much to our show.
Man, thank you, Logan, so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate it. That song is really a hot tune in that people your age like it, people my age like it. It kind of like crosses a lot of different demographics and
Right.
is influenced by a bunch of different genres. Tell me about it.
Definitely, definitely. It was honestly, I remember it like it was just yesterday, being in the studio. And my whole objective for this specific record wasn't to try to make a hit, but was to try to bring good energy, a vibe, and something that everybody can relate to, but still feel good and want to get up and dance. I was in the studio. Shout out to True P. He's the producer that produced the record. We were, vibing out in the studio. It honestly took about maybe an hour to complete my part. And then within that, I called my brother King Dope, which he's the one, the rapper that's featured on the record. I told him to come down to the studio and was like, you know what, I got a record for you. Once you hear this, and he totally related to it right away. He just got out of a relationship out of himself, and it was just perfect timing. And then once we recorded it, it was out of here. We started touring with Power 106, going to all the high schools for the kids, and the reaction for it was just crazy. Every location we went, the students just went bananas over it. And that's what really pushed us to, okay, since the demand is building, let's start working on the music video. So,
Awesome. And that's going to drop, what, in a couple of weeks?
yes, I'm glad you brought that up. It will be dropping exclusively on Vivo August 18th.
Okay, great. Tell me what it was like putting together the music video. What elements are in there? Is it just your performance, or do you have other video and shots in there as well?
Right, definitely. So I got to give a major shout out to my guy, Christopher Jackson. He's been my director for quite some years now, and always gets my vision and direction of where I want to go. It's definitely, when you watch it, it's going to feel like a movie, a cinema. We flew out to basically Tokyo.
Wow.
And we shot it out there. I wanted to kind of give that energy and element and that side. Just want to kind of bring something different to the table, what people aren't usually used to seeing. Definitely my dancers, shout out to Corey, my choreographer. We put a lot of dope choreography and dances together. And all of this wouldn't have been even possible to put this music video together without my big cousin, King Cali, which he's the executive producer, for this whole project.
Wow, that's exciting. I mean, to go, halfway around the world, Tokyo, to film this music video.
Right.
Is quite an investment, but it's worth it. I'd imagine you're going to get a legion of fans in countries like Japan as well, where they're dying for, American sound. And also they love the fact that you have a classic sound about you as well.
Right, exactly. I had one of my close partners, which I'm actually going to be doing a feature with her soon. She was in one of the cousin groups of BTS. And I'm actually going to be going back out there soon to do some collabs, and I got a few shows that are being put together as we speak.
And now I hear you are able to mimic some of Michael Jackson's moves as well. Is that true?
Yes.
Did my researchers get that right?
Yes, yeah, he's been a very big inspiration to me since the age of 3, just really just watching him on the screen, mimicking his moves, just how he can connect with the crowd. And when you can get, grown men and women of all ages at your shows throwing their hands up and crying, a lot of people can't do that. So I just kind of look at that as motivation, and you will see some MJ moves within the music video too.
That's awesome. Very, very cool. I was about your age when Thriller came out. And so I remember the excitement, the energy behind that record release. And Michael Jackson, of course, was at his peak at that point. And so it's great that you do a little homage to him, that you incorporate some of his styles, because,
Yeah.
He is to my generation what Elvis was to the generation before that.
Mm,
Yeah.
right,
Tell me a little
right.
bit about your dad, Rome. Has he influenced your music career at all?
Oh yeah, my pops, he's a multi-platinum artist that was signed to RCA's biggest record he had was I Belong to You. I honestly remember just as a kid, being on set with him for his music videos, being in the studio with him creating, and to where he had to finish an album in a week, and just seeing him uh, always want to be a perfectionist. And I just knew at a young age, and he always told me, no matter what you want to do in this world, you're going to have to put your all into it, and you're going to have to put the work in, because no one's going to do the work for you.
Exactly, exactly. I hear one of the areas where you put the work in is a movie called Never Heard, that you worked on the soundtrack of that film. Can you tell me about that?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to the creator director, Josh. He gave me the opportunity to put one of my songs on the soundtrack. It was a song that I wrote called Special. It's another pop hit that I have. And it was just a really great response. And I actually got to be in the film too. And various scenes, got to meet Carucci, Romeo, and a few others, David Banner. And the day we actually I had an interview with Hollywood Unlocked on the red carpet for it, and it was just a blessing just to be amongst all these other stars, and being able to be on the side of a project with them. It was a blessing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're a quadruple threat. You're a singer, you're a dancer, you're a songwriter, and you're also an actor. So that's pretty cool. Which of those excites you most, and which do you prefer most, performing live in a concert setting or in the studio?
Wow, I feel like the studio is really more of I'm in my own world. It's like super, super intimate. So I kind of feel like each feeling is a unique feeling like no other. When it comes to the stage, because people always ask me this question, El, do you like acting more? Do you like performing on stage more? And honestly, technically you're performing on both, but there's nothing like performing on the stage live in the moment. And once you really think about it, each venue that I go to, it's honestly like an audition. It's a new audition every time, to where I gotta, still, these hopefully these new fans' hearts is, to be able to fall in love with me and my music. And there's just nothing like I love performing. I love performing for the kids. I love giving back. And there's also a nonprofit that I'm a part of, which is called Fathers and Mothers Who Care. And they're actually we're going to be having an event this August 12th in Compton to give back to kids to get them prepared for school. So we'll be having backpacks, pencils, all the items that they need to prepare them to get ready for school. And I couldn't have done that or even had the opportunity of that without my big cousin, King Callie. Shout out to you, big cousin.
Wonderful, wonderful. It's nice that you're giving back. It's nice that you're helping the community. That's for sure. And we were talking about live performance versus acting, and versus being in the recording studio. I think probably the most thrilling part of the live performance is you only get one take. You don't get 2, 3, 4, 5 takes. Let's take it again. Let's take a break. Let's get a coffee. No, you got to put it all out there on the stage, all at once, and you do. Your music's sensational, your performances are sensational. What's been your favorite project so far, and what do you see the future holding for you?
My favorite project, I would have to say it was my last project called The Journey. It was kind of like where, my journey started up until now, kind of getting out of a lot of different things and, things I've went through in my life, relationships. And that project also got charted on Billboard. It got a #2 for my single What You Want to Do, which was a blessing, and the fans went and made viral dance videos to it. So I really couldn't have done it without them. But that project really meant a lot to me because it was a lot, very independent. And one of my producers, True P, he was with me from start to finish, saw my vision, and we were able to, to really bring it to life.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I asked you the future as well. I'm going to look in the future, the crystal ball for you, because I know you're a humble guy. And I'm going to say, I see your name up in lights and I see stardom for you for sure. LJ is his name. He is a quadruple threat. As I said, he's a singer, he's a songwriter, he's a dancer, he's an actor, and he has just dropped a hot single. It is called All on You. In a couple of weeks, exclusive on Vivo. The music video is coming out. It was shot in Tokyo. It features some old style MJ dance moves. It's something you won't want to miss. And let me say to LJ, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you very much, Logan. I can't wait to have our next interview together.
Looking forward to talking to you again down the road as well, my friend. And to the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time until next time on Spotlight. And here's a listen to the entire song, All on You by LJ.
True P on the beat.
Independent, baby, yeah, it's all on you.
It's all on you.
We can do what you wanna do, yeah, baby, it's all on you.
Yeah,
Independent, baby, yeah, it's all on you.
it's all on you.
We can do what you wanna do, yeah, baby, it's all on you. You know how you are and that ain't right.
That ain't right.
Getting bad advice got me creeping through the night, got me breaking rules. Don't make me choose, either way I lose.
No excuse.
Gotta chuck that deuce.
Independent, baby, all on you.
You wanna know, I'm moving on, I'm leaving home, you're all alone. Independent, baby, yeah, it's all on you.
It's all on you.
We can do what you wanna do, yeah, baby, it's all on you.
Yeah,
Independent, baby, yeah, it's all on you.
it's all on you.
We can do what you wanna do, yeah, baby, it's all on you.
I often wonder what could have been if we would have made it. But every layer that's to my soul, you penetrated. Just thinking back how you had me crying and begging, please. You took my heart and gave it back and did that shit with ease. It's all good, I had to heal and get my mind right. Your vision changed when you seeing it in hindsight. I make mistakes, don't act like you never made them too. Only difference between us, I ain't lose faith in you at all, baby. Now sit back and watch me ball, baby. You hoping I pick up your call, maybe. Well, I'ma choose myself and I'ma let that ring. You made a choice, now I'm gone and I'ma do my thing. It's on you.
Independent, baby, yeah, it's all on you.
It's all on you.
We can do what you wanna do, yeah, baby, it's all on you.
Yeah,
Independent, baby, yeah, it's all on you.
it's all on you.
We can do what you wanna do, yeah, baby, it's all on you. It was all on me,
It was all on me, but you was too blind to see.
now it's all on you.
It's all on you. What you gon' do?
Now she all on me.
She all on me. It's really nothing to the G.
Tell me what you gonna do now that I'm gone.
What you gon' do?
Gotta move on.
Gotta move on.
Tell me what you gonna do now that I'm gone. Independent, baby, yeah, it's all on you.
It's all on you.
We can do what you wanna do, yeah, baby, it's all on you.
Yeah,
Independent, baby, yeah, it's all on you.
It's all on you.
We can do what you wanna do, yeah, baby, it's all on you. Independent, baby, yeah, it's all on you.
It's all on you.
We can do what you wanna do, yeah, baby, it's all on you.
Yeah.
Independent, baby, yeah, it's all on you.
It's all on you.
We can do what you wanna do, yeah, baby, it's all on you.